Okay. Good evening and welcome. And first customers here, my Logify. How are you doing? Yes, you're here first. Well done. You should win a prize, really. What could you win? I've got a plectrum. Maybe I could post that. Excellent. So, how are you doing? Everything good? I've had an exceptionally busy day. Got some playing in though, which was good. So last night did a stream, can't remember if you were there or not, but it was absolutely brilliant. Been absolutely bang into live looping. It's the new rock and roll. And well, no doubt Thomas has been doing a little bit this evening over on his channel and probably is still looping away. But we're both kind of hard researching into it the last sort of week or so. And just I came up with the conclusion for me that I would use push. So you probably noticed that actually push isn't there anymore, and I've got sort of this thing. So that's kind of there because it looks good, but actually it sort of mirrors this. Hi Adrian, how you doing? So you can kind of see the tracks. It'll change them going along. Oh, there's Troll. Hi Troll. But yeah, so I did my wins, problems and opportunities last night off the stream, and I've done a few modifications, did a little mix on the set, so when I record it should sound even better, at least I hope it does. So I did that, and then last night I was doing a few little tweaks. Like one of them, I really liked when I was watching the video, this angle. So this is like the new setup, and I thought actually it's quite good. When I'm talking to people and they can see the side, or when I'm playing, it's a bit like being in a band with me, isn't it? Like as if you're the drummer or the bass player. So I suppose this angle to me is like, it's a bit like being on stage with me, isn't it? In a way. So that's the new sort of, well, it's not a new angle, it's just I'm just not looking at the camera. So there you go. Resourceful. And there we are, back to normal. And there's Pete. Hi, Pete. I am well. Good to see you on here. I'm fighting the good musical fight. Hopefully winning. So, yes, we've got some live looping, which I'm thoroughly really into. But of course, just like the morning sessions, even though this evening maybe a bit more of a performance, I've got my tea because it's rock and roll. And if things go well, I've got some all butter shortbread as a little treat. Maybe we could have that later on. I could review it maybe. Tell you what it's like. And then I've got some beer. But it's non-alcoholic. Because I don't want to numb my senses in any way whatsoever. What Mac am I running? I am running an M1, but I am going to upgrade, I think. But the weather, I was thinking, right, well, I'm definitely going to upgrade at Christmas because that's when I have time to do upgrades. But then I was thinking, hold on a minute, they haven't brought the M4 out yet. And wouldn't it be awful if I started then wasting loads of time setting an M3 up and then the M4 came out like a month later or something? So it's a difficult one. I mean, this is sort of doing its job. I've started doing a lot of video editing, so it's on the edge. It's I manage with it. Who's this? Belter Rock, how are you doing? How's it going? Great. Great to catch a stream, bro. Sorry I've missed some of the mornings recently. I've been doing night shifts and they're killing me. God, I couldn't imagine doing a night shift. It's the sleep pattern, isn't it? I would imagine. Yeah. Right, I need a footstool. So as I say, there's been a few upgrades since yesterday. So I'm hoping it's gonna sound even better. Just tuning. So I couldn't, yeah, I'd find it really hard to sleep during the day. That's right, the amazing Apple ecosystem, can't live with and can't live without. You see, I never lived with anything else, to be fair. I just always been Mac. You know, and it served me well. So, some of you will be familiar with some of the sounds that I've got. So I've got the famous guitar bass. Polychrome, of course, all of this. Always reminds me of, Paul Gilbert, Screaming Bluesomania. Does all that chromatic stuff. Sounding like my Boss Octave. Love that pedal, yeah. It's a little bit like this actual sound that I'm using, believe it or not. It's two McRocklin Suite plugins playing two distorted presets for the guitar bit. And then the bass is I'm using the Polychrome pitch down. And then I'm running that through a bass enhancement plugin called Basement, and that just gives it the low end, and you get, so it's really clean, that low end. So that's why I like it. So anyway, I loaded up some random drums, and I put a bit of a background sound, so let's have a listen and we'll see what is what. Hi, Jenna. bit of bass. That was fun, wasn't it? That was really good fun. Where was I? Yeah. All right. So, how are we all doing? How is it going? Very nice, thank you. That sounds good at Thomas's stream. That's brilliant. I'll go back. Sounds amazing. You're the king, Matt. Thank you, Pete. Look at that. Add to bro. I have to get used to doing that. Yeah. See, I'm not. I don't know how to change the colour of the writing, but anyway. Sounds amazing. You're the man. See, I had a flu. What was it? Last week or the week before? Or a cold. I'm not sure what it was. But I'm still left with a cough. It's really annoying. Thank you, Pete. Belt a rock, like it, faces, stuff like that. Damn, man, you can kind of play a little bit. That was clean. Oh, my hand was starting to cramp up, actually. Even sounds good when played at the same time as Thomas's live stream. Adrian, killer, thank you. But I stopped at one point at a time now. Staying here. Cool. Thanks, my Logify. Very nice. It's my Friday. Alright, hey. It's my Friday, just ready to be off work and play guitar. Brilliant. You on YouTube too? I am. A twirl. Major. Yeah, you know me well. I relapsed the other week actually on twirls. Wasn't good. I was just filling the car up with petrol at the station as you do, and the next thing I was there. I had a twirl in my hand and I was eating it. It's absolutely no self-control. I don't even know how it got there. Already having a tea break. Oh, there's alright, okay. Who else we got here? Chili Marsh. Fiddle-a-diddle. McRocklin, did it work? Twirl time? No. I'm off the twirls. I can't go back. Starlove. How are you doing, Jenny? Chris saying twirl. Yo, Timmy. Alright there, Carl, how you doing? Ergo says twirl. No, I'm not having a twirl. No. Who's told you who said mention twirls? That's Thomas, isn't it? He's gone. And make sure you mention twirls. Because I'll be thinking about twirls now tomorrow. And if I'm near one, I'm going to buy it, aren't I? Need it. When I'm on a strict diet, you know. But it's great to have everybody on here. We've got 40 people. I better get on and actually play something again. So it's been very good. Where to start? I suppose drums, which we've got. Going on these comments. More twirl. I love this raid. The raid of twirls. Thank you, Thomas. Oh yeah. Do subscribe while you're here. Yeah, do subscribe. Everybody subscribe to this channel, that would be amazing. What's happening here, Thomas? Hi George. I'll catch up in the chat. Miles. Hiya there. Smart Alex here. Hello. Chris. Ergo, how you doing? Got a troll, so no, thanks Thomas, I really appreciate it. That's good, I can see the back of my thumb. There you go. Fascinating. Oh, I've got to stop it here. Yeah, so yes, another shirt, Gramps. So this is the Vaporwave Grace Jones. So it's my favourite one, this. But actually, I'm going to order some new ones. I actually know the artist who creates these is a guy called Jock Mooney, and it's well worth checking his other work out because as a visual artist, he's a a contemporary fine artist. He's like the most talented artist I've come across. He's like amazing. You got to see his like weird sculptures and stuff that he makes. But this is his like kind of fun sort of rehash of famous people. So yeah, I'm gonna get a couple more. So I'm gonna catch up on the chat. It's great that we have lots of people on here. This is brilliant. 28 people. Not that I'm counting. It's probably not a good idea to look at the numbers. So where did we get up to? Let me have a look. So lots of people mentioning twirls, which is fine. Okay, yeah. So no, it's great having all these people on here, and as I say, do subscribe to the channel, and click the like button, as Ergo said. Still trying to get to the Discord link. Oh god, I have to sort that out. There is a Discord link. Hopefully, it might work for somebody. So Ergo, that's a great sound. This whole jam is class. Thank you. And then we have the real VBP hypertune. Of course, everything is hypertuned. Hypertune has literally saved my life, right, in so many ways, because ages ago I was using a lot of different tuning plugins. In fact, I was using a lot of Neural DSP, and my whole project might have been them, was extremely unstable. There was unbearable amounts of latency. So it was a constant kind of grind, just trying to get the sound I want and using the pitch plugins, So, the hypertune thing is, firstly, right, like everything about it's almost perfect, isn't it? Extremely low latency. Right, that's the biggest thing with me in plugins, because I do such a lot of live streaming, right? The last thing I want, right, is plugins that have like shitloads of latency. So I just don't bother with them. They're not like, everything in here is like either zero latency or all polychrome, because like the amps, the Kiesel and the McRocklin suite are super low latency, and it's at no cost to the quality of sound. The sound that I get out of those plugins is absolutely the best possible guitar sound I've ever had, and I don't think there's anything, and I've tried everything, quite as good. So the hypertune is just another thing altogether, because obviously it's hypertuning without the artifacts. It's like so clean, it's not wobbly, and it doesn't make you sound stupid, which is big, and it's low latency. So it's not, I can't say anything more than that, apart from, if you're going for perfection, not that I believe perfection exists, but you can get pretty close to objective perfectionism by then plugging a Kiesel guitar into it all. And that's it, you're ready to go. You've got everything that you need to sound world class. Amazing. So, Gramps, thanks, Gramps. You're killing it. Thank you. What other platforms besides YouTube are you streaming? Well, I am cheekily kind of streaming on Twitch as well. But actually, YouTube is my favourite platform of choice. This is the one I like because I do make the odd bit of content now and then. I haven't been making enough of it. I'd have to get back to it. But I absolutely love live streaming on here. It's brilliant. And I think all of my sort of focus has shifted from sort of releasing tracks, although having said that, I've got a track coming out on the 27th, to like kind of just doing stuff on the stream and experimenting with this as a platform, because I think one of the interesting things about the world at the minute is, what does it mean to be, you know, a modern musician in this day and age? You know, there's so much opportunity in front of us. It's just incredible. So I just want to explore everything. You know, I did the release thing obsessively for years and released track after track and track, and I did that to death. And then when the pandemic hit, obviously the writing was on the wall, and it was like, you know, what do you do? What about performances? How can we do performances? And just setting up a YouTube channel where, you know, I can one hand make content, upload tracks, release tracks through that, and also perform it under one umbrella is just it's incredible, isn't it? You know, it's like the YouTube thing's just my world at the minute, and it's not been easy. It's taken me quite a bit to get it to this point. Not saying that it's amazing. Oh, there's Mech. How are you doing? So there's Pete Lock. You deserve millions of subs, Tim. You are an amazing. I'll have to blast this up here. You are an amazing player. You're educated and full of wisdom, and even more importantly, you are just lovely. Great bloke. Thank you, Pete. That's so kind. Brilliant. So yeah, I'm having my cup of tea. I'm going to pour some more tea actually, because I'm quite thirsty. Hope you don't mind. But a lot of coffee and a lot of tea gets drunk on this channel, especially in the morning. I can't really. It's just part of the ritual, you know. But I'm looking at that shortbread. I'm not really sure if I should be eating a shortbread biscuit live on TV. Broadcast, I should say. It's a broadcast, isn't it? Mm-hmm. So while I'm here just chilling, having my tea, right, what should we talk about? Has anybody got any amazing musical questions to ask me? Not saying I'm like the guru of everything, but you never know. There might be something on your mind, and I might be able to save you searching and trawling through YouTube looking for stuff. But, you know, if there's something that's on somebody's mind, then type something in the chat and see if I can help. Skip the shortbread and grab a twirl. I'm not grabbing a twirl. That's it. I'll eat a biscuit with you. Sean, I'm not sure. I think it's going to be annoying if I'm munching this biscuit. I am really tempted to eat it. Sweets on the mind. So yeah, live looping is the thing. So if anybody wants, I mean, there's some upgrades which I didn't get round to doing. So, I mean, at the minute, like the way this works, if you're sort of wondering what is happening, how am I changing sounds and all of that kind of nonsense, well, this is how it works really. So here's push. The push that used to be over behind me here, it's now lives here, which is great because it really sets the scene off, I think, with the forest wall. Just in case you're wondering, it's completely made of plastic. But anyway, the way this actually works is you've got 8. Basically, I have like 8 instruments, so I just fill this whole sort of line out with 8 instruments, and I just select each one. So let's say this one's the clean guitar. If I long press, basically this red column comes up, and these are just records, so I can just record as many kind of different takes as I want, sort of down this column, or I can build structures this way, which is what I was doing before. But so essentially, instead of changing sounds on my feet, I'm actually doing it with my hands. So like that's the guitar bass. I've got my bass there, I've got my ambient chord sound, shred sounds over here, weird synth things there. So that's how it goes. But I think like on the upgrade, what I'm going to do is when I select this will be my live setup. So I'm actually going to have multiple guitar sounds set up on my Morningstar pedal, which is down there. So that's going to be the next plan. So I'll have more, even more sort of like stuff going on there. Because I might as well just have like a load of different lead tones on there and what have you. So I think that might be a good idea to do that, really. But that's how it goes. And then on the top here, it just works as there's like some knobs, and they're just like the mixer. So that's it, you know. All right, hey. The real EVBP is munching on a biscuit. Shall I open it? I just think, right, I think it's going to be really annoying if I eat a biscuit. That's got to be annoying. Right, so I'll just put my biscuit there a second, right? And have a cup of tea with it. Yeah, unboxing of the biscuit. That's brilliant. All right. So there we go. That's the biscuit. The biscuit came out of the wrapper like so. And there we have it. And I'll have a bite. Yeah, there we go. And then that's the biscuit there. That's the all butter shortbread biscuit. Yeah, and it tastes nice. Yeah, crunch, crunch. Now we can hear, you know, it's on the crunch, isn't it? How does that sound? I'm just going to eat it now, right? And then we can get on with the stream. Sorry about this, everybody. Tell you what, you can make television out of anything. Tell you. I've just proved it. That wrapper was a joint. Of course not. God. Tell you what. Zed, this is a dry performance. So I do have some the Pesh sound again. What's that? What's the Pesh sound, Thomas? All right. I looked over it real quick and I thought that wrapper was a joint, yeah. Looked a bit like National Trust shortbread. Yes. Somebody gave it to me as a present. See, if I was a proper looper person, I would kind of do this, wouldn't I, and then make a complete hit record out of it, something like that. But I haven't got that far. But I'll have to use my mic for something. Maybe I'll start singing. What do you reckon? Yeah, so looping. So I'm going to have to think of someone else to play now. So one of the things is, for my drums, I'm using EXO. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to flick through a few presets. Alright, where are we? There we go. What's this one? Vengeance is Mine. Ooh, what's this? I like it. Okay, I'm gonna drink tea to the music now. And there we go. Let's not go a bit crazy with the samples at the end there. Right. Catch up on the chat. Hypertune the Crunch Munch. Absolutely. What a wonderful thing it is. Are they the standard EXO patterns? I'm not sure what that one is. It might be one of mine. It might be one of theirs. I've got a feeling it's one of mine, that one. So what I do is, like with EXO, because it's standalone, when I'm bored, I'll just do a job lot of just programming tons of different drum patterns that I can just drag up for inspiration at a later date. So I love doing that. I love just splurging on it, making drums up. So it's my favourite drum tool by far. Troll has just made an offer on a Jackson on eBay. Hope I get it. I need more Jackson guitars, of course. Kind of reminds me of Love Spirals Downwards a bit. Cool. Cool vibes, Hutch. Thank you, Hutch. And Fire from Zed. So, Zed, very good producer, everybody. It's worth having a listen to his stuff on SoundCloud. He's highly prolific. Writes lots of music. There's Stelly. Hi, Stelly. How are you doing? Jenna. Spill the music tea. Yes, George. Excellent. Right. What time is it? So I've got to do my shameless plug. Like for those of you who don't know, I am a fully trained music coach, and I'm here to help anybody here who has any music problems. Now, what I've got on offer at the minute is my amazing coaching groups. So I'm always looking for people to join. Each group has 4 members in it. It's a monthly fee, and basically you go on a Zoom call with me for 2 hours, and I get you to make absolutely tons of music with me, and I guide you through different processes. I'm not going to go on too much about it, because I can go on a while about the coaching thing, but any of you wondering what coaching is, it isn't teaching. Okay, and it isn't consultancy. What coaching is primarily I'm interested in the skills that you already have now, and you using all of your skills to their full potential, and I will help you make the best music you've ever made. As a coach, I fully believe that we all can make great music. Okay, and we can make music as good as anybody else. Also, we can be creative under any circumstances, and you probably heard this on my little, one of my content videos. That's probably one of the things that I think is so important. You don't have to be in the vibe. As long as we're just sitting down, inspiration will come. And I specialize in helping people get into flow. Do a lot of flow practice. Okay. And when you get into flow, you can achieve, once I started kind of learning about the sort of conditions of flow and how I could create preconditions of flow to get me into flow, I started making the best music ever. And then basically I was making better music and getting more done in an hour than I would in a week. It was quite incredible. So you don't need tons of time. When you join a coaching group, I would recommend that you can spend at least 45 minutes a day on just making your music, But making music is absolutely everything. Like music to me, creating stuff completely dictates, my whole guitar style. All of that is built around kind of working on serving the music that I make. So the coaching group is per month. When you join, it's $237 a month, and you'll be sat in a room with 3 other people plus me, making music every week for 2 hours. And that's the way we roll. I recommend that you do at least 3 months of this coaching, because I have a thing called the Automatic Music Making Machine, which is a tool that we use that allows you to make music and track where that music is at each part of the creative process. So part of this coaching program is I've modularized the creative process. Okay. So, for example, we have splurging. Okay, splurging is just making music without judgment. We have discovery sessions. It's about discovering what those splurges, that music that you vomited up, wants to be. We have sessions based on drafting music or arranging music, but bearing in mind what the purpose of that music is, what is the story that you're trying to tell, and how can we reflect that emotion and that movement over time. And then we have the done section, where we do a rough sort of mix so everything sounds roughly the same, for us to then make a fair decision on whether we want to release that piece of music. And then finally I take you through the release stage, which is the mixing, the more convergent thinking. So basically where you're finishing your music and you are mixing it or re-recording your guitar parts or tidying things up a bit. But fundamentally, when you're releasing music and you're mixing music, you are connecting that music to the outside world. Sounds exciting, doesn't it? So join a coaching group, and I'll take you through all of these processes, and you will be, providing you do want to say, an absolute music making ninja. And you'll be unique as well. So if that interests you, send an email to me. That'd be great. Music should have a flag. It should. We should give music a flag. And then, obviously, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And then what else was I going to say? I can't remember now. It was probably important. Yeah, and the other thing is to just watch out for various lives. Now, I've started doing evening streams. I'm really into the live looping, so you'll be able to watch me sort of over the next sort of like coming weeks, on sort of Wednesdays and Thursdays, me kind of developing this a bit. So after every session I do this review process called Wins, Problems, Opportunities. And basically, so when I've finished here, I'll quickly free write what went well, so I feel great about it. And then what I'll do is I'll start writing about the problems. I look at problems, right, as a really good thing to have, because I'm a fan of the physicist David Deutsch, right? And he reckons that, knowledge is expanding bigger than it's more expansive than the universe, right? And the way knowledge is developed is actually from solving problems. We're always going to have problems till the day we die. And as a coach, what I help people doing is exchange really shitty, horrible problems for much better problems. But either way, when you solve a problem, you end up with other problems. So a lot of the problems that I've solved so far from yesterday in this set, there are other problems that now I'm wanting to do, like set up a patch where I can like change for multiple sounds, because I want more sound options. I want another way that I can quickly sort of catalog my drums, and I want to make sure that I'm kind of maybe diversifying a little bit more in my styles. So I might just think about like introducing genres, because I think primarily like the most fun I've had making music has actually been with synthwave. And I think one of the good things about synthwave is you can make anything a wave. We have vaporwave, you can have shred wave, you could have drum and bass wave, you could have but you're referencing sort of like 80s sounds. So I'd be quite interested in doing genre experiments. So what's Adrian saying here? I know it's late in the UK, but fortunately I was able to join this session daytime in Brazil. Great. Well, it's great to have you on here, Adrian. most of your live streams, I'm sleeping. Yeah. So what I tend to do is, when I stuck with it, because like on a night I'm busy, I'm always like coaching, or I'm in coach training. So I'm always kind of busy doing stuff. I've got a little bit of downtime at the minute. So it's a great opportunity just to get on live stream and do this live looping thing, which I love, because it's, just turning up and switching your cameras on and you've got nothing. I tell a lie, I did have something. I picked a drum beat and I picked one background loop of like an ambient thing, and that was all I had. But it's just a great vibe, just being able to sit in front of a load of people, make a load of music, right, and just hope for the best. It's brilliant. Look, there's somebody advertising. Never mind. Reviewing recorded live has a different energy. Yes, so this is the other thing. There's a great book called Robert. No, was it Robert Greene? No, it's Peak. So there's a book called Peak, and I can't remember who the author is, right? But it's a psychological study of peak performers, and it looks at, that in that book, that's the 10,000 hours practice kind of theory sort of thing, although I don't totally buy into that 10,000 hour thing, because actually what practice is about is it's not just how long you practice, how many hours, it's how you do it, that's the important thing. But it does explain a little bit about how people, review the performances. And one of the ones that was interesting was American Top Gun pilots in the Vietnam War. So what they did is when they ended up training, is they used to video all their training sessions and watch them back and review them. And I think like one of the cool things about these lives is that I'm able to watch it back. So when I'm doing my review, like this morning, I was watching me back from yesterday's performance, and then I was able to update my template and take it from there. So it's how you make progress quick, I suppose. Is solving the problems and creating new knowledge for yourself. So, and then what happens is it's just a free write. Wins, free write all your problems. And then you have options, and then you just come up with like tons and tons of solutions. And when I'm coming up with like solutions, it's like I just get dead excited. And another cool tip is when you start explaining a problem in the more detail you go in, the more likely that the actual solution kind of pops out. But hey, I'm getting a little bit preachy here. Just tell me to shut up if I'm boring. But I get, anything to do with the creative process and the psychology behind it, I'm all in. I'm fascinated, because I was saying this last night, it's great like sitting down and practicing and being taught things, but to be totally honest with everybody here, the biggest gains I've ever had have been from coaching, and it's been mind shifts, the inner game. There's a great book called The Inner Game of Music, and the inner game is what I'm all about. How we think and how we feel about what we're doing is just as important as the outer game, what we are physically doing on our instruments. And there are two different things. When I'm like when you're performing or writing music like this, there's two sets of emotions that you have to be aware of, and this kind of blew my mind really when I first became aware of this, because there's my thoughts and feelings and emotions of how I think about what I'm doing in the moment in my performance. If I play a wrong note, then it's like, ooh, you're beating yourself up, aren't you? I don't now, I just move on. But we can get locked into that thought about reviewing ourselves as and we can feel bad about what we're doing, and we can be very, very judgmental. So that's one set of emotions that are internal to us. But actually, when I'm writing this music with you guys watching, what I have to remind myself about is actually what is the music telling me to do, not what my internal voice is telling me to do because I played a wrong note or I practiced a shred lick and I should be playing that shred lick at any point. That's me reviewing my performance. What is important is being able to listen to the emotions of what's actually happening in the music. That's what's important. And it actually takes a little bit of practice to sort of put aside your thoughts and feelings about your performance and actually cut through that and listen to the music. And a great analogy for it is like sometimes, we're on board with our negative thoughts and feelings about what we're doing, yet we're trying to play along with the music and we're trying to improvise. It's a bit like brushing your teeth and then trying to drink orange and taste the orange juice. Okay, what we want to do is we just want to be able to listen to what exists, not what could, but what does actually exist. And the thing that actually exists is the music that we're making and we're listening to as we're playing, as we're performing, as we're improvising. I'm starting to go into one of my lectures. Sorry, guys. Kind of channeling music, yes. So, but as I say, it's the music that's important, and I always say that the more I become aware of music and the music having emotion and being outside of my body and something that's come out of the subconscious and now, exists. And then for me to improvise to it, I'm asking myself, what is this music wanting me to do? When I'm being really honest and I'm playing and I'm not kind of regurgitating licks. It's like, what is this music asking me to do? Not what I want to do. Can you do a song I just subbed? Well, I'll do one more tune. I'll make something up, right? So, right, what did I have? Right, bear with me. I'm just preparing. But thank you for subscribing. All right. I'll do a quick one. So this is really interesting because sometimes, like, just starting with a blank canvas can be worrying, can't it? What does one do? So what I did is I've got like a little sort of like ambient thing, and I'll just stick. Bear with me. Just get some drums up. Right, we're gonna have a bit of vaporwave type drums because I love vaporwave, right? There you go. And that is hold on. No, that's the wrong one. Ah, there, right. And I'll bring the chat over here because I'm gonna have just 5 minutes with everybody. Bottle opener. It's non-alcoholic. Oh, thanks, Troll. I think I've got it kind of worked out. I mixed everything and then ended up like having to mix it again as I was like streaming in terms of level. It's weird. Right. Cheers, everybody. If I belch, I'm sorry. Okay. Catch up with the chat. So BTBNJ Luna, that was the song. So I hope that was all right. Oh, awesome, thank you. You said awesome. That's good. Yay. Great perspective on creative music. It's good because I've basically I realised after that speech, then I had to kind of then do practice what I was preaching. So luckily it came together. But fundamentally, that's what I'm doing. You know, despite, even though I had that thought of like, now Tim, you're gonna have to like make sure you do a proper performance here and play everything correctly. Even though that kind of thought kind of came into my head, I know through training to put it to one side, focus on the music. What's the music asking me? You know, what's it asking me to do? What am I imagining? I was imagining that kind of synthwave scene, looking out of a window at the rain, a bit like Thomas's backdrop. I was imagining that, thinking about love that's been lost. There hasn't been any love lost, actually. The missus is upstairs talking. If you listen. Yeah, she's chatting away, gossiping. That sounded great. Thank you, Troll. And Adrian, thanks for sharing your talent with us. Thanks for a good stream time. Gonna have to run, catch up soon. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of coming to an end here myself, but it's been an absolute blast, everybody. And next time you'll see me will be on Saturday, where I'll be streaming with Thomas in the same room, I would imagine. So we'll be, you know, back to that. Friday morning, I'm not going to be streaming, but I am going to be doing my template upgrade and doing my review of this evening's performance, which has been great. I think we've incrementally moved a bit further forward with it since yesterday. So I'll do some improvements on that on Friday morning and give it a test run, ready for the week to come. Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming tomorrow morning. Friday night I'm kind of coaching, doing my one-to-ones. Thomas, I'll be with Thomas on Saturday, so there'll be a stream then, and then Monday, there'll be a Monday. I think there should be a Monday morning and a Tuesday morning stream. Definitely be a Wednesday and a Thursday evening performance type thing. Next week. So next week I'll probably put an accountability. So anybody who wants to join the Discord, hopefully the link will work. There's a Discord link basically in the channel in the description. If you click on that, that will give you an invite, and it's a great place to meet up. Sometimes it gets a bit quiet lately, but hopefully it'll get busy. So I think that is it. Any final thoughts or questions from anybody? All right. Thank you for the excellent stream. You and Thomas really love these streams after some good practicing time, very chilling times, and 12 a.m. here. Gotta go to bed. So yes, good night, my Logify. Good to have you on here, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to now settle in, get my pyjamas on, and tuck up in bed. Alright, guys. Thank you then. So I'm going to head off now and take care and see you all on Saturday evening. Bye.